Hello everyone, welcome to this video where I will step you through how to draw a 5-location state diagram for your game. So the first thing we're going to do is draw a big circle on your sheet of paper, and you can draw this just using pen and paper. You can take a photo of it later if you like, or you can do it digitally. But you want to start off with one big circle. Just make sure that your page has enough room for 5 of these circles, okay? Because each of these circles will represent a state, which will represent a location in your game. So this first circle, we're going to make it, I'm just going to make it green here to indicate that it is the starting location. So this is where your game is going to start, and then we're going to eventually have another circle that is blue that's going to represent the ending location. So that's the game over location, where the game will finish when the player gets there. Okay, so one circle for the starting location. In each circle, we are going to indicate 3 things: the name, the description, and then the choices. So the first thing you're going to do is come up with a name for the location. So write name and then a 1-word name for that location. Okay, so this will eventually become the label in our go-to statements. So here we've got intersection as our name, and then a description. So underneath that, write description and then a 1-sentence description of the location. So you are at a busy intersection. And then from here, you're going to write down some choices. So these are the choices that you're going to give to the player, and this will be represented as buttons on your in your code. Okay, so each of these will be buttons that the user can click on that will lead them to another location. So here we've got north, east, and west. So in your state diagram, you are then going to draw arrows leading away from that first state for each one of those choices. So north, there's an arrow going north; east, there's an arrow going east; and west, there's an arrow going west. So just as a quick overview of this game, by the way, so the idea here is that you are in the city and you're trying to get to the town hall where you are going to go up on stage to receive an award. So the award could be for the most improved student in coding, or anything else that you'd like to receive an award for. You can make that as part of your game if you like. And this is just an example, okay? So you, as you follow along, don't just copy down this one. See if you can come up with your own state diagram for your own game. So anyway, so here we've got our 3 choices. We're going to pick one choice and follow that arrow to lead to another location. So I think in this case, I'm going to follow the east choice. So if the user clicks on the east button, we're going to lead them to another location. So draw another circle with the name, description, and choices as well. Here we have the skyscraper as the name. Notice once again, it's 1 word. Description, you are at the entrance to a tall skyscraper. That's 1 sentence. And here there's only 1 choice, okay? So this is, they're going west, which will lead them back to the intersection. Okay, so that's your second location. Let's follow another choice here from the first location. So let's go north. Okay, so this is another location called Gardens. 1 word, once again, 1-sentence description. You're at the Botanical Gardens. And then choice, you can go south. So that will just lead you back to the intersection. And so finally, back at the intersection, the last choice we need to follow here is the west. So here it's saying you're at the steps to the town hall, and you can either go east or inside. So here we've got 2 choices in this 4th location. So we're going to just, the east choice is just going to go back to the intersection, but if you go inside, so if the user clicks on the inside button, that's going to go to the final location here, which is stage. Description, you come up on the stage to collect your award, the crowd applauds wildly, and the game is over. So the description for the final location can be a little bit longer as you explain what happens to finish your game. Okay, this is the ending location. Notice it's in blue in my diagram here. And notice there are no choices going away here. All the other locations have got choices. The ending location doesn't have any choices because that's where the game is going to finish. Okay, so that's the example there of a 5-location state diagram. Your task now is to go ahead and draw your own 5-state location diagram. Make sure you got the circles, the names, description, the choices, arrows that link up all the choices. You need to have a starting location that you should indicate with color that in, maybe color that green, and then an ending location, which is where the game ends, and you want to color that in a different color, so maybe blue. So go ahead and do that. Make sure you do that on a piece of paper or digitally, and then submit that before you start your coding.